Welcome back for some more exciting updates, friends. Maybe you've heard the news by now. Yes, of course. Tiffany Fong might be pregnant with Elon Musk's child. This is what's happening right now in the vulnerable world of crypto. There is a poly-market betting thing here. Tiffany Fong pregnant before July, which is oddly specific. Why July? Interesting. There is, friends, I'm not making this up. So we woke up, we see this news. Elon Musk approached cryptocurrency influencer Tiffany Fongles to have his child, according to source. Tiffany, what are you doing? Well, she knows what she's doing, you know what I mean? Like, you get the bonk up with a guy with 400 billion net worth. Depends. Do you like raising babies yourself? Some people do. Some people, they're into that. That's a lot of money, by the way. It's kind of funny, friends. Elon can misplace 1% of his net worth. That's 4 billion sloshing around. That's hilarious. And I want to give you some more cracker news as well. So right under the post, Vitalik came in to white knight Tiffany. Oh, Vitalik. For what it's worth, I personally think this is tasteless. Yeah. And a violation of a person's privacy and dignity. Gainzy, our boy Gainzy, has come out to ratio Vitalik. My gosh, Gainzy, well done. Great use of your time, bro. We were all waiting for your opinion on an e-girl's pregnancy or lack thereof. What's it like seeing ETH at 7-year lows? My gosh. Bang, 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 bang. That's crazy. The gun's malfunctioning, friends. Okay, we're back now. We got it. Bears don't stand a chance. And we're back now, friends. I just had to quickly pause this video. It seems like Matt has given me a faulty bullet. Matt, take your Chinese factory stuff back from here! It's okay, friends. We'll have to order some more. That's what you get, you know? China, making everything cost effective. But if I want to hunt some bears, luckily we're testing it here, friends. Imagine that got me in the heat of battle. Also, shout out to my baby doll friend, Mogged. Mogged! Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Mogged Temperature as well, Mogged. I enjoyed seeing you, by the way, in the pDAI telegram, sirs. It was very, very interesting out here. What do you guys think about Tiffany? Are you pregnant? Let me know, because there could be a bet I need to take. I also want to show you this post here, just appeared right now, friends, from Uncle Bobby Loukas. One of those stretches where doing less feels like the right move. There's not a lot of clarity on where things are headed or in the short or medium term. On one hand, equities just went through a 20% correction. That's usually enough to shake out most weak hands, and it tends to be a decent spot to buy again. Sentiment is at extremes, which often supports the case. But on the other side, the tariff situation is messy. No clear timeline, keeps flipping on and off. And it's happening while markets are still historically expensive. This kind of mix has capital starting to worry, and it could turn into a deeper or even generational downturn. I've been through a couple of those. They are rough, and I don't think this is just a standard pullback in a healthy bull. So for me, it makes more sense to stay cautious and avoid some of the downside with more limited exposure, rather than bet on a quick return to the old bull market playbook. If things do bounce quick and I miss some of it, I see that as the cost of insurance, not a missed opportunity. This is the, I guess, equity chart out here. He's just going through, showing you some stuff, some forward-looking indicators of things out here. USA, new orders and things coming down, turning down, I guess, general business conditions. They all pretty much say the same thing. So it is very interesting just to hear from Uncle Bobby. We do love Uncle Bobby. Mr. Lazy Chart Guy, what signals would you look at to feel comfortable, Mr. Uncle Bobby? Mostly just price action on the weekly front. Pretty much just using weekly candles out here. So yeah, could be that. Could be that. It's very interesting as we play it around, fans. But you got classic things happening like, look at Uncle Peter Schiff. MicroStrategy should change its name to Strategy. They did change its name to Strategy, but they dropped the wrong word. They should have changed the name to Micro based on where the stock price is going. Ha 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 ha. Uncle Peter Schiff. Euphoric. You did it, Uncle Petey. Remember, friends, Uncle Peter Schiff is like part of the furniture now when it comes to gold and Bitcoin, because Uncle Peter Schiff found out about Bitcoin at around 12 bucks and has faded it the whole way. Literally, it's done 10,000x. He never got in any of the bears. Now, I'm going to pump some music for us because we deserve it. earlier in the day, friends, we saw PulseChain core coins not moving, and then pDAI had a slosh up. It went up to plus 88%, plus 90%. Why? Because the joy went to 0, and then we began the next phase, the auction phase. Now, I just want to warn you about something, friends. There is a new piece of, like, potentially unknown FUD things coming out here, all right? And FUD involving maybe there's other parts of the teams out here in cryptocurrency land, PulseChain, who are bidding on the auction as well, trying to grab the P-Maker tokens. Look, friends, I'm just going to tell you something, okay? I'm holding. You can do whatever you want. I don't give a shit, okay? My nipples remain pegged, okay? They do remain pegged. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just want to read you this, okay? I prepare for stuff like this, friends. So be prepared for any FUD that can arise, okay? So the pDAI supply could be over 30 billion. So what I'm doing is I'm just looking at stuff. This is, friends, I'm here 18 hours a day, okay? I'll figure this stuff out. I look at stuff and I'm like, interesting. You are giving me confidence right now. I'm going to imagine something out there shakes that confidence out of me just to see if I'm still believing or not, okay? For example, do you own Bitcoin, friends? Do you know Bitcoin? Cool. Imagine BlackRock came out tomorrow and said, Bitcoin's trash. We don't like it. We should make it illegal. Are you going to sell? I want you to think about that. Will you sell? A lot of JEETs will sell. MicroStrategy might even sell. I won't sell. All right, I'm just giving you an example. So I like to think of this stuff, right? It's just basically, friends, you're just trying to protect yourself. That's it. You're trying to hedge yourself. You're trying to be prepared, right? Kind of like you're a boxer. Like, hey, what happens if they're super fast on my left-hand side? Also, if you play, friends, any competitive esports, Dota, Counter-Strike, some of you League of Legends people, StarCraft, part of getting good is you're trying to, like, imagine there's, like, an enemy right there. Always. You're, like, super, super, super alert. You're trying to imagine it all the time. Like, if you're peeking around the corner, like, you're imagining someone's there before you do it. Because sometimes you play against elite people, for example, in Counter-Strike, and if you're walking out, if you're not ready, you get popped every single time. So it basically conditions you to getting really, really good. It's almost like, friends, if you play football, you know, with your feet, kicking around a Pokeball. Yeah. If you don't have the ball close to your feet and you're against someone good, they'll literally just take it off you in literally like a quarter of a second. You'll blink, okay? So that's why if you're watching like Lionel Messi or anyone else, like when they're running, the ball's really, really close to their feet and they're like positioning so that it's harder for the other player to get, okay? That's just part of being like elite level anything, okay? What I do in markets is I'm like, hey, let's rug myself of my confidence. Let's rug myself. I just keep thinking about that to see how prepared I am for that, okay? So yeah, if I see the pDAI supply, I'm like, oh, it's at 26 billion. I made videos about it going down. Okay, what if it just went to 30 billion because of some unknown reason? I go, okay, I'm ready for that now. Remember, friends, when pDAI was at like 3 cents, I was making videos even saying like, it's possible that, I even guessed it, right? That, hey, Richard Hart could say he doesn't like the coin. Richard Hart deletes the logo. By the way, we found out that apparently they did delete the logo. They deleted the logo on the Block Explorer. And then, as the auction started, they put it back on. Which is funny enough, okay? Another thing. Richard Hart streaming and fudding pDAI. So I'm mentally prepared for him to come and do a stream. And he's like, my coins are great. I love my coins. That stupid pDAI, though. I hate it! Yeah! I'm ready for that. I'm mentally ready to see a grown adult male who lives on top of a sandwich shop. Maybe lives on top of a sandwich shop. Maybe somewhere else. Maybe he's on top of a candy shop now. Or an ice cream shop. I'm mentally prepared for him to say those words. Yeah, but you've already lived to the hard part, man. You already saw 33 FUD tweet storm. You know what I mean? Another thing. One of the exchanges dumps pDAI and writes a FUD piece about it. I'm just like mentally prepared. Like, hey, why don't they just dump a shitload? They crack the price. And then CZ or Kraken or Brian Boldstrong makes the thread so, you know what, we're never going to support you, Mr. pDAI. I'm mentally prepared for that. All right. What about if one of the PulseChain developers says it's broken? Yeah, no shit, it's broken, bro. That's why it's not $1. Okay, but that's what as well. I'm ready for that. I'm also ready for them to say it's broken and it can never be fixed. I'm ready for anything. And you just got to hold, man. That's in the game of crypto, friends. Anything, you just got to hold. You don't have the answers all the time. I'm open to all types of FUDs. I will keep holding out here. So new characters get introduced to the story along the way. So I'm just going to be keeping my wits about me. That's personally what I'm going to be doing. Some friendly messages from Mr. NineIronCapital. Flop auctions burn pDAI. They lower the supply. As the deficit falls, the gap between the debt ceiling and issued pDAI opens. We're waiting for the next lowering of the debt to close. Just keep watching. The deficit is about to push through the 1 billion limit, 1.5 billion, which is a point Joy cannot return to being until positive, until depths are cleared, yada, yada. So that is pretty much, we're just moving into that next phase. There's going to be like, I guess, a story shift. Okay, I'm already seeing out here. Oh no, there's other people. They're betting on the things too. What's happening, man? It's just, man, it's literally like you're on this little like canoe thing and it's just like these big waves and like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You don't get to land until the end. That's it. Makes you think about the supply of pDAI as well though. Total supply, friends. Could be 22, 26 billion. If it goes up, 30 billion, whatever. Just ultimately, I've heard some stuff that people think, oh, it can go down to 5 or 10 billion, which would like significantly increase the path of friendship. Now, I just want to show you this as well. Uncle Peter Schiff. In my opinion, the best trade you can make right now is to sell your Bitcoin and any crypto you may hold and go all in on gold and silver mining stocks. Don't wait. Sell right now and move into the miners ASAP. You can thank me later. So, man, I'm just laughing at something like this, friends. It's hilarious. Uncle Peter Schiff coming out. Yeah, it might work out and stuff out here, friends. But ultimately, gold has done a turbo nuclear run to the heavens, hasn't it? If you're looking at gold price, super turbo nuclear through the moon, 3,286. Out here, this might be that final parabolic bang, that move up here. And gold doesn't really like collapse or anything. You just kind of like, if it settles down, that might be the next risk on process that we're waiting for. Uncle Peter Schiff, I guess we'll watch. Just like everything else, saying altcoins are going to zero. I don't think they're going to zero, bro, because the business ISM cycle never even cracked above 52, which ultimately what we are all waiting for. Now, friends, for PulseChain core coins and everything out here, we would love to see a continuation of these green candles, but we're still stuck down here around 75% below day one sack. Same, Pulse, PulseX, EHEX, PHEX Inc., everything the same. If you check out the PulseX buy and burn, 6.95%. Is that right, friends? Almost 7%. It is ticking up. The buy and burn is awesome and it's all working. Wonderful to see. You're probably wondering, where to from here, Sammy? Where to from here? I don't know, friends. When it comes to pDAI, remember the capitulation zones, they lasted 30 to 60 days. So day 33 is like the 20th, 4 or 5 days. And then day 60 is like 20th of May. So anywhere from the 20th of April to the 20th of May, I guess, is when I kind of expect this thing to kind of like be kind of like out of the zone, back to like 0.5 cent, and then maybe make its way to 1 cent. Just based off the past. I'm just like guessing how much, how long they are staying capitulation for. But ultimately, it's still a believer's cycle. I'm prepared for any FUD. Are you? Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.